Hi everyone, welcome to Max's Mad Mythic Mercenaries. I am your Dungeon Master, Cameron, and I'm here to run a game of Waterdeep Dragon Heist for my friends. Say hello, friends!
Hello, friends.
Today, we are returning on the heels of, I would say, resounding success. But let's start out introducing our characters and maybe their thoughts after the just absolute beatdown that they got to put on some thugs. A man who puts bros and hoes before foes. The man from Waterdeep will put you 6 feet deep. It's Rolan Jitara. Rolan, yeah, you led a raid operation essentially. I can't even remember if anyone got hurt.
We walked away pretty cleanly from that. He's feeling very, very happy that everything worked out fairly well. And I think that he's very much focused on, we have a loose thread. He wants to pull on it and see where this leads. So I think he's very keen to follow up on the secondary location of the Xanathar.
Yeah, just don't pull on that thread too much. You'll go blind that way. Whether you're a Seaward scholar or a Dockward brawler, she'll help those in need from afar. It's Our Lady of Light and Shadow, Alu Drakar. Alu, besides me flipping that and fucking it up and really, now I'm just thinking about it nonstop. How are you doing today? How's the you worked with the team? Normally you kind of go off on your own and watch them get their shit kicked in.
Kind of a bitchy. Yeah. No, she stuck with the team this time. She did get munched by that thing with 12,000 mouths.
Oh yeah, the gibbering whatever.
Gibbering mouther.
Gibbering mouther. Yeah.
She didn't get totally dead.
No, yeah, I think you're
It
pretty
didn't hurt
fine.
though, man. That was really unpleasant.
Yeah.
They're nasty.
Fortunately, I think Fen
the
killed it before it had a chance to munch me again.
Yeah, it was a pretty great one, and if you go back and watch the last episode, you'll see. I think after not getting any crits for a while, Ian rolled 2 in one episode or something. It was pretty hot.
Yeah.
It was on fire.
Yeah, he performed what I call macro surgery on that.
Yes. Off like a rocket, he helps make mechanical wonders tick. Protecting the city of splendors is Sprocket. 3 feet of valor stands Spev Spacklestick. And Spev, we've gotten to see a lot of your tinkering engineering side, but you also, as a member of the Order of the Silver Gauntlet, you also are an upstanding citizen that fights injustice, and you got to lay down some of that justice last time. How'd that feel?
Felt pretty good. He knows the Xanathar's guild's just sort of a problem and kind of gums up the works of the city, but I think all of it just sort of blanked on him after seeing that robotic beholder, and is just sort of focused on that of the potential and just well, the outside world is not to him right now.
Yeah. If I'm looking around a lot on camera, it's because I can hear a kitten walking around somewhere, but I can't see it.
Do you want me to grab her?
No, you're fine. She's fine. And then there's, of course, me. Once I was but a humble mortal man named Wilhelm Swingpike the Bard. Now I
never
have...
a humble mortal
never
man.
humble.
Or moral.
Now I have
It was
ascended
once.
to godhood. But she refreshes those around her like a gentle breeze, but has the power to set you aflame with the greatest of ease. If you wish, so tread lightly, go delicately. If you wish to speak to Our Lady Holly, it's Holly Rees, go delicately. Holly, maybe you were feeling a little frustrated before the raid. You're in some new financial circumstances, things like that, but you did get to vent out some frustration on some skulls.
Yeah, I did. That was nice. It felt good. Yeah. I'm ready to go,
Keep this pain train a rolling.
Really. She's ready to go, shoot Firebolt.
Mm-hmm. She's got bills to pay.
Bills to pay. And she has bills to pay. She has a mouth to feed. Ain't nothing in the world for her.
A horde to accrue.
Isn't that how that song goes?
Last,
no rest for the wicked.
Yes. Last but certainly not least, he's come out of his glen to avenge his wife's death so barbaric. He'll butcher you while staying zen. It's the wood elf not drow, Fen Merrick. Fen, do you think by this point you've avenged your wife's death? Statistically, one of these dudes might have killed her, right?
I mean, look, you gotta take it one day at a time. It's all about the team. Put in the work.
Just gotta bang on all cylinders.
And I just hope God's on my side. That's all.
Oh, get out of here, Crash.
Thanks to the real
Or is
one.
it, I guess it's Nuke. Fuck you. God, that's perfect.
Yeah, I love it.
Just happy to be here.
But yeah, so
one day at a time.
We pick things back up. I believe you all said like the very last thing you did was you went and got some ice cream.
Yeah.
I think we're
we
taking
did.
a short rest and,
You know-
and getting some ice cream.
Yes.
Holly Reed
Sounds like something I'd do.
did not get ice cream.
Holly Reese did not. She can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
You got Toronto.
Is anyone loaning Holly like 2 copper pieces to get ice cream?
Oh yeah,
Ollie
Yeah,
probably
absolutely
got
not.
ice cream.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Um,
the copper.
Alu.
I was still annoyed with her, but she would not let her not have ice cream because ice cream is a must for everyone.
It's a human right. To that end,
It is
everyone
a human
did
right.
take a short rest. Alu, I think you currently it says you only have 13 hit points. Did you want to roll hit dice and heal up during the short rest?
Yes. Oops.
So you can pick however many hit dice you want to use.
You can only restore up to half of your total current hit dice. So you have 5 to choose from that you can use all at once. But if you were to do a long rest, you'd get 2 back.
Yeah. So if you want to use 2 for now to heal back up, and
Yeah.
you being a rogue, your hit die is a D8.
8. So 2d8 plus your con if you have a con modifier at all.
Nope,
It's 0.
Okay, so 9?
Yep.
Okay, that's not bad. Not bad.
Oh, did you roll it somewhere?
Yeah, she rolled a 9.
It did, but it didn't like go.
It didn't show up on the...
Word
Oh, no worries. Okay, so now you're at
22.
awesome. Yeah, you're almost at full health.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't like it rolls some things in like the tabletop, and sometimes it doesn't roll in the tabletop.
Yeah, beyond 20 can be a little weird. But, so we pick things back up. You haven't gone too far away from that secret hideout. You had mentioned you wanted to go to the House of the Guiding Hand. The
Hands to your face.
Yeah, that was for Sprocket,
Pick-
right?
yeah, Sprocket
All of
to
inspired hands.
pick up some medals.
What are you doing, weirdo?
We can do that. Anything else you want to do, or you want to do that and then come back here and figure out where to go next?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't really need a short rest. I can just run over and grab those while everyone else is taking one.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So you're able to make that journey. It's half an hour there, half an hour back, less time if you take a dray, which is like a silver piece to get a cab.
Sure.
Yeah, you go up. The medals, you see them, and they do look pretty resplendent. Why don't you describe what they look like?
All right. Yeah. So when I get back to the rest of the group, I have like a large box, a kind of showy box, and I open them up, and in them arranged is 5 medals, and in them, the centerpiece is the skull of a troll, wearing a crown of laurels above its head, and radiating out from behind it is a series of weapons. Directly behind the scroll, there is a longbow sat horizontally with an arrow straight in the air. And coming 45 degree angles out from there are 2 psychic daggers flying forth. And in the 4 spaces there are 4 magic missiles. And along the bottom is the blade of a halberd in a defensive position and a small gauntleted fist holding a robotic bug. In like a big unfurling scroll banner across the top of the medal, it says North Ward Champions. And in a smaller scrolling in the bottom is each of your names.
Yeah.
Aww.
Nice, and yeah, they all turned out exactly to your specifications. The House of Gond, they do real good work already. Like, excellence is their baseline. So yeah, you have these medals.
They are.
Are you? I assume everyone's pinning them on for right now.
Yeah, I figure we went out and kicked ass for the whole city to see. Might as well throw our weight around and show them off a little bit.
Olive's not showy. She'd put it in her bucket.
Fenn's gonna give his to Chewie.
He does deserve one, doesn't he? Yeah. Good man. Good man.
So
It's a rough sketch, but here's what I got.
yeah, it does look hella cool.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
So you all like sped went and came back. You all were kind of resting and eating your ice cream. Alu, you're healed up now from your short rest.
Ice cream is very healing.
Yes. What do you want to do now? Actually, Wilhelm's gonna do something. I assume I feel like at some point you wanted to contact him. Did you for any information?
I know that we did. I just don't remember what we contacted him. I'm gonna check minutes.
Whatever you wanted to do, during that time, Wilhelm, I believe, yes. While he's talking to you, Alu, he's also strumming on his little harp over the phone, and you hear it. So during your short rest, you actually gain another 5 hit points, Alu.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, Cameron's about to hit us up with something really nasty.
No, I just never like Wilhelm. Like so out of character. He is the perfect character for me to turn into an NPC because he was never designed to do frontline stuff anyway. All he is about like buffing and healing and helping out. So whenever you want to call him up, like if you want Bardic Inspiration, he'll give it over the phone. He can do help healing during short rests over the phone, all that stuff. Just you got a little bit of assistance in your pockets if you ever need it. But yeah, you can head back down into the sewers if you want. Now that you saw like the main entrance through the store, and you found those like additional entrances. You don't have to go through the store again to get down to the sewers. You want to go around looking for the guild sign.
Yes.
What do you do to try and find and illuminate that little symbol? And it looks just like this.
Yeah, your background.
I know that when Alu's the light works.
Yes. So you can cast the light cantrip, and you find the first one without any issue, and it seems to start leading you into the sewers.
Oh, man.
What?
I was just looking at my inventory, and when we fought those water elementals, I had the perfect thing to fight them with, and I just haven't realized it.
Oh, the sand of dryness?
Dust of dryness, yeah.
Yeah, you did have that.
I was a big
You
old
fucked
dummy.
up.
Yeah. All right, anyway.
But, yeah, you're able to get through the sewer without any issues as you're following along. There's pathways here, so you're not in the muck this time. Go ahead. Whoever's leading the way, you can either give me a survival check, or let's look here.
That might be Finn.
Survival or
survival
perception. This is kind of navigating through the sewers.
We're back in the car again.
Yeah, and Fen, if you have ranger abilities that help you with that.
My survival. Yes, I have a +5 survival.
And whatever your plus is to perception, you could do that instead if it's higher.
Whatever's higher, yeah.
That's probably going to be perception. Yeah, +8.
All right, so roll them
just
dice.
a regular perception check.
Yes, unless there's anything that you have as ranger features that help with like tracking things or anything like that.
Tracking things.
I don't think we're in preferred environment.
No, we've got favorite enemy. We've got Deft Explorer. Well, both in the wilderness. No, I'm not seeing anything. Nothing that I can think of. Like
yeah. So then
nothing that I don't get a straight like proficiency bonus from.
Yeah, give me a perception check. And Alu, you're
+8.
You're
I do have primeval awareness.
Oh, what's that do?
It senses whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of me.
Oh fuck.
Ooh. What?
Oh
Yes,
fuck.
but that is in Waterdeep. That is kind of just always on.
That's fair. Like there's a lot of.
I seem to recall we've discussed that before. Yeah.
Yeah. Your just spidey sense is just always tingling in the back of your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
There's
everything.
a lot of weird shit out here. Yeah.
I don't lead the party, but I figured I'd roll perception just to see if I could help.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I can do is detect a portal. That's it.
Yeah, we're not looking for a portal per se, not right now.
Yeah, Alu, I'd say so for this one, since you already rolled, that'll count as one, and you and Fen have the same thing. But if you want to help Fen out, you can give him advantage
on it.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks like he's all right.
Yeah, with a 20, you navigate through the sewers. It starts out on the south ward. You all head up. Fen, you have like this awareness of your environment, so you're following the tunnels and stuff. You know now you're kind of in the trades ward. Give me another perception check looking for these guild signs, and with Alu helping you, do it with advantage.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
With advantage, fish for that crit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a skill check. There's no critting and skill checks.
There's no benefit to that.
No, there's no.
You head back, and now you're in kind of the dock wards as you're following these guild signs around. Give me one last perception check. Again, with advantage. Yeah, right. You follow it without any issue. You find that you are in the castle ward. And in fact, you are not that far away from the yawning portal somewhere above you.
Little circle.
I heard of that place.
Where we started our...
So we had our first... Yeah.
You find in the sewers a spiraling staircase that kind of... It's hidden. There's a secret door, but the secret door has the guild sign on it, and Fen, you're able to, with that and the light illuminating from the light cantrip, you can see the outline. You are able to push it open. No trouble there, because you've got crazy strength. Actually, you know what? If you want to feel good, give me an athletics check.
Hey, I get to use an athletics check? I got a plus 11 in that shit.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I'll throw a guidance on that, too.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a D4 to add to it.
Just bench press the building above our heads.
See what happens.
Shit, that's almost a 30. That's almost a 30. Shit.
No, it will be. You said a plus 11?
Yeah.
Or it could be.
Oh, not 4d4.
We'll take the 3. So you get 30.
So that's a straight 30.
So if you don't know, Ian,
my
difficulty,
my dice in this is all janked up now.
Difficulty in Dungeons and Dragons is set for things like 5 is something easy to do, 10 is something mildly difficult to do, 15 is hard, 20 is very difficult. A 30 is like the advice in the Dungeon Masters Guild is if someone wants to do something that you think is almost impossible, but there is still a tiny chance they can do it, assign it a 30.
Mm-hmm. You just achieved that level.
This, there's actually no secret, like there is a secret door, but I like to imagine that Fen goes like 5 feet to the left and just Kool-Aid mans through the wall.
And I would also just like to campaign once again for inspiration. Reason being, playing the character... Fen is very narcissistic. He's very impressed with himself. He's always very impressed.
Tell you
with
what,
himself.
Fen, you can have my inspiration because I have it to give away, and it is completely legal for me to give it to other players.
Yes,
you can have mine.
You impressed Rolan enough that you can take his inspiration.
Because Rolan only has a meager +7 in his athletics, so he is like in shock and awe of like the ability for you to just Running Man through this fucking wall.
What you see on the other side, what you see on the other side of this wall, Fen, is a narrow spiraling staircase, and it's carved with open eyes that all glow with a faint magical light.
Okay. So,
Fen, you're the first one through the door. not door, through the wall.
Through the wall.
And you are immediately hit with a feeling that you're being watched.
I wasn't expecting that to be the end of that sentence. Okay.
No, your first
I was
one through the wall.
expecting to get
You're
hit
hit
with
with
a
an
fucking
explosion.
ballistic missile or something.
All right.
Okay.
Roland's tactical spidey sense is like tingling now, and he's like, "This looks like at least the entrance to a very important guild secret location. It might be HQ. It might be another like satellite outpost, but this seems a little bit more intricate and secure than the other place. I think if we were going to be careful at all, it would be here."
Yes. So,
Like, I think we should prioritize getting what we need and getting the fuck out. I don't think we have the firepower to fight the entirety of the guild if this is HQ.
to that end, anything that you all want to do to juice like stealthiness or anything, let me know.
Fen does.
Yeah.
Fen wants to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh,
Yeah!
absolutely. Cast that shit.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's good.
Why does it tell me to roll when I say cast this?
Just hit it.
Weird.
I'd say
Okay.
just mark off a spell slot of the appropriate level
Yeah.
and call it
So,
good.
what everyone will remember is the 6 of you, or 7 of you, Fen, Spev, Alu, Rolan, Holly, Waspinator, and what is your homunculus's name?
Spanner.
Spindle. Oh, Spanner. Spanner?
Spindle and Spanner are my two bots.
Okay, let me. I'll fix that. I just called him
Waspinator.
Waspinator.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but we'll get
Alright.
sued by Waspinator himself.
Spev, you're cracking the door open and sending Spanner through to that next area.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just kind of a little guy, and I can see through his eyes and hear through his ears, so I'm just going to do a little scouting mission for him.
Yeah, this hall is lit magically.
It is lit.
You see the walls are carved with eyes of all shapes and sizes. Many of the orbs have stone eyelids that open and close at irregular intervals. With Spanner, give me a perception check.
Yeah, I have a
You
15 plus 3 on that, as I'm fixing
So
my familiar
18.
on my end.
Yes. So with an 18, Spanner sees that down on there's these double doors to the south. There is a single door up to the northeast, kind of behind you. The double doors to the south, they see a single ghostly eye stalk descending from the ceiling, just kind of watching the room.
Gross. I will.
You also see over here,
Yeah.
you can see the outline of some sort of secret door.
Dope.
Okay. Are we not supposed to be able to see anything besides our own tokens?
Well, you're in a room and you all fill up the room, so that's why you can't see anything. There is a door, but I think Spev had you haven't opened it fully. You just kind of slid Spanner through.
Yeah.
Correct. I can see the next room on my
Okay.
roll 20 through Spanner.
Yeah.
But I will be kind of mumbling like, there's some kind of wispy eye stalk that looks like an eyeball looking at us, but I see another door. Let me try one thing. I'm gonna send Spanner into the room a little bit just to see if the eye is tracking and following it.
Give me a stealth check.
All right. So,
Look like a beholder eye stock.
12. Add another 10 onto that. So
Yeah,
22.
with a 22, I don't think they see you. Let me see these
Double
stats.
check.
No, they do not. The eye stalk does not detect Spanner.
All right, cool. So yeah, I'll just have him post up kind of in this corner, keeping an eye on that, and kind of pass on to the rest of the group. Like, yeah, there's something in there. I can distract it if we need to get in, but I don't see any other kind of. There's a lot more eyes on the wall, but I don't see any other bodies in the room.
Holly, you're pretty smart when it comes to this magic stuff. Do you think the eyes are just for illumination, or are they like the weirdest surveillance system I've ever seen?
I mean, I can.
Do like a history check?
I guess,
Or
is
Arcana.
Spev like describing what he's seeing as best as he can to Hollyrees?
Actually, can I try to roll a history myself on whatever this eye stalk thing is?
I think instead of a history, give me an Arcana.
Equally good.
And Hollyrees, if you are working with Spev, you can also give me an Arcana here.
Okay.
19.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Master of mechanical
Twinsies!
stuff.
So the you think the eye stalk is a magical sensor. It allows someone somewhere else to monitor this hall area.
Okay, so it's a security camera.
It is magical, so you think it could be destroyed by like dispel magic or suppressed with an anti-magic field or something like that.
Oh, I know what this is. Okay, yeah. I kept thinking it was organic, but if it's not,
No, it looks phantasmal.
yeah, that makes more sense now. I kept thinking it was some like eye stalk coming out of the ceiling. I'm like, fuck, what kind of monster is this? But okay, that makes more sense. If we take it offline, they might notice a blank spot.
I don't have dispel magic prepared right now.
Do you have a spell that lets you take a recording of an empty room and then overlay it on top of the thing so that you know, Ocean's 11 style?
Actually,
I think...
false image would do that, right? If someone had
Does anybody have false image?
Hold on, I do not. Hold on, guys. Again, I took a short rest, so.
Yeah, I know. You're coming in.
You're kitted out for combat,
which is not bad. That's good.
Well, if you want to, I can scout the other direction. It looks like the room goes another direction. I can kind of look around while you guys are deciding.
Well, okay. Here's
I think
the
you
deal.
see all of the room, or is there something you?
Is
think
there?
you don't
Does that
see?
not? Is there like? Is this a hallway up here?
All right.
Here's just kind of dead end.
Here's how I think we might do
okay.
this, guys. Okay. Spev, you keep your spanner guy because you can see with him, right?
Yeah.
You keep him. Our two stealthy people. What if they go in as a team of 2? You keep eyes on them with them, so we know what's going on with them at all times. The rest of us wait as backup in case something bad goes down. But we might have to split this up. But honestly, maybe we can support them with like an invisibility spell if we have it. I don't know.
To that end, Spev, because you've been observing the room and thinking through stuff, if you think that if they come out the door and they hug the wall to the corner that Spanner is in and they're being stealthy, like that's kind of outside the eye's angle, so they can get that close to that corner before like making a dash for somewhere else or something, thinking through the layout of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass on. Like, yeah, I had success setting Spanner just hugging the left wall. It seems mostly clear that thing. You can get close without having to get directly in front of it.
Okay. Well, if you think we can hug it, then sure. Maybe we can stay as a team. I'd like to. If we couldn't get past this thing without being noticed, I wanted our Vanguard team, at least our scouting team, to be able to back each other up.
If you want to send the stealthiest ones in, I can put Spanner right behind it and distract it so they can strike.
I'm worried about if you have scouts out and one of them doesn't come back, usually in the military outfit, if there's a hole in the wall, you know something's wrong. You want to keep this as unperturbed as possible. So if we can just get by it without having to destroy it, it shouldn't trip any other alarms.
Certainly, yeah. Almost a straight shot a little to the left across the hallway. You go right in its line of sight, but there is a hidden door on the other side of the wall. Okay,
maybe we can go through the hidden door. Can we see what's on the other side of that hidden door? That way our path through the room is known, and when we get out of that room, we know what we're getting into too. Because if we jump blindly into the next room and we get seen, what was the point?
Is there any openings that Spanner can see that I can try to send them through? This other door, is it like a sealed wall?
Because it's a hidden door, it's pretty well sealed. Even though Spanner's tiny, it's too small for it to get through, and Spanner doesn't seem to be able to open the door.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell 'em.
Lou, I think you might be up then.
Would be my job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I still can't see anything, so I don't think I need to move my piece. Just need to
We'll
roll.
open. So it sounds like we're opening the door.
Okay.
We're gonna slide the door open as
Really
little as we
little.
can.
Perception and a check and a perception
then
and a check and a...
I pop back into Sprocket and cast guidance on Alu, and then pop back into Spindle. Because I have to be mentally in one place or the other, looking through it. Because my body's kind of incapacitated while I'm looking through the other one.
So I believe Alu and Fen, now you can see the room with the door open, and then you might be blocking other people's views. I'm not sure how it's shaking out.
Can see the room, yes.
Okay.
See nothing in it. So
Same.
that's
here.
nice. But sometimes you pop shit in there after we enter.
Yeah.
Perception check then, Cameron?
What are you perceiving? Because like Sprocket can he describes everything to you. So I guess you see this green line over here.
Screen, hold on. Nope, I can't see that.
I can see it.
There, maybe it's just from your angle. There is a secret door that you can see, and then if you're peeking your head around the corner, down to the south is the ghostly eye with the spanner like pointing those out to you. You can see both of those things. If you're moving, give me a stealth check.
I just was moving so I could see what you were showing me. Stealth check.
Yes.
You have guidance. You have a D4 within the next minute. Oh wait, shit! Can I do both at the same time?
So that's an 8 plus 10 is 18, and then like Sprocket said, you can add another D4 to it.
Plus 10.
That is. Hell yeah!
So 12.
Yeah, so 22. With a 22, you're able to sneak around the corner and get down along this wall. You see Spanner kind of hiding out here. So now do you see this green line? That's the secret door. And then down here where I'm pinging,
Yes.
these are double doors, and there's the phantasmal little eye stalk coming out of there.
Got it.
So you can move all the way here into this corner, and the eye stalk 100% doesn't see you. With the 22, honestly, you can, like, if your goal is to get down to the double doors, you can do that.
Okay.
Or the secret door.
That's a team. Are we going for the green door or the double doors?
If everyone's kind of moving to get into the room, but trying to stay hidden from what you know is the camera, everyone can give me a stealth check. And if we're going one at a time, I'm assuming Spev, you'll do guidance on each one.
We're all smushed up against each other
sure.
underneath the camera in the corner.
Yeah, I guess Fan goes next.
Yeah, I think so.
Guidance.
Guidance?
It's best cantrip.
It really is.
Okay.
Very
Stealth.
helpful.
Here it comes.
Stealth. Shit.
Yeah, so
Nice.
yeah, you
33.
I have a +6 in stealth. So.
Fen, you blend into. I mean, it's magically lit, but it is dimly lit. So with your Gloom Stalker abilities, you blend into the shadows. With a 30, you can come over to the secret door and be able to check it out without being observed. If that's where you want to go. What
let's do
about Holly Rees?
All right. Let's see.
Stiggity Stealth.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Not my
That's
strongest.
a 14. Plus you get a D4 from guidance.
What do you mean that's a 14?
So
I
you
rolled
have
a 4.
every stealth roll we
Remember
roll.
earlier, Fen cast Pass Without Trace.
That's
It gives
right.
you 10.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Which gives
So
me
you're at
10.
a 14,
14.
not bad. But we could go
Yeah,
potentially
you can
18.
juice it with a D4.
16.
Okay, 16.
Yeah, 16 is respectable. You can get over to this corner. Except that's Rolan, but that's fine.
Oh, interesting. I got to see the peek in the room.
Cool.
Rolan, you want to give me yours?
Guidance.
Whew. Guidance. Okay, sure. Okay, stealth. I got a +2, a hearty +2. Not great.
15.
That's 15
Plus
with
a
a
D4.
D4. Okay.
Yeah,
18,
samesies.
18.
You're able to get over there also. And then last but not least, Spev.
Cool. I'm going to guidance myself. And I assume Spindle just sort of riding on my armor.
Yeah, you can have Spindle just like on top of you.
Cool.
Oh, 21.
21.
Take it, and then let's just juice that bad boy.
25.
25. Damn.
Yeah, so you can get over to this corner, kind of going past Alu and the others sliding around. So you're both on both sides of the double doors now. The gloom, the eye stalk doesn't seem to be seeing anyone. Fen, you're kind of crouched but also pressed up against the wall, and you're up against the secret door. And then Holly Rees and Rolan, you're both kind of pressed up against that corner out of the eye stalk's vision.
Okay.
What do you want to do now?
Fen, what's that door about?
Listen to the other side of the
I shall use my elf ears
Yes, what do your elf ears
to my
see?
elf ears here.
Yeah, give me
Perception?
so Fen, you give me a perception check, and then Alu and Spev, if you're listening to your doors, you can give me a perception check also.
Love
Do you-
to.
Noise. Fuck.
together advantage or one each?
You can choose if you're working together. One of you can take it with advantage if you'd prefer to do that.
Wait,
What's
what
your
do you-
perception?
A lot.
Okay, yeah. I'll help. I'll help you then. I only got a +4. I'll help you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can help hand cast guidance. Oh, hell yeah!
Fucking A.
Alu,
Crit.
you hear a couple things. You hear what sounds like two gruff voices speaking in Undercommon, which you understand. They're saying, this is the second to last tournament. Hopefully, the boss is happier with the performances on this one. They're just kind of grumbling amongst themselves. You also hear a crowd. It sounds like it's a party on the other side of this door. People are mingling, they're schmoozing, they're boozing. You hear some voices about like maybe wait staff, like, oh, would you like another drink? Would you whatever. It sounds like it's a good time happening over there. A lot of people seem to be talking about and making bets about some sort of competitive performance. Fen, on the other side of your door, you hear faint sounds of feet slapping against stone. Like someone's running or dancing or just like on the other side of that door. Not like right on the other side of that door, but echoing on the other side of that door.
You can hear
Right,
that the slaps are
I can
changing
tell it's
positions.
Yes.
Not tentacles, not claws.
Feet.
Feet.
Actually, you can hear that it's some sort of flesh, and then you hear a jingling of bells.
It's a clown.
Oh, it's elves.
Crusty.
It's North
All
Pole
right.
elves.
Hey, kids.
That's
I have
creepy.
no idea what that means.
That is interesting. It's
Hey,
jingles.
Both very strange.
Well, which door are we going through first?
well, it feels like on the other side of this door, there's a lot going on.
There's
But
more
it doesn't
security on this door.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily seem like it's productive. A lot going on. So I think we're going Fen's door, but I don't know.
I mean, if it does come to violence, we can probably take care of whatever the hell's on the other side quickly, as opposed to fight the entire crowd. But what's the visibility like trying to get from where we are to that door? We have to cross in front of that thing's vision, right?
Yeah, you could kind of slide your way down to Spev's position and then slide your way up to Fen's position, but that is within line of sight. Like you can tell that thing will see you if you're not like particularly stealthy.
Would I Oh no, that
Is this
wouldn't
thing on
work.
like a swivel
I only
rotation?
have
Yeah.
one
Think of it
slot.
like a security camera.
Okay, so maybe we can time it so that it's not looking at us completely when we change positions.
Potentially. Hannah, what were you gonna say?
Well, if I had more slots open, but I don't, I was gonna see if it'd be possible for me to use Misty Step on people.
Ooh.
But
Think that's
I
only
only
you,
have.
though,
I
right?
think it is only me, and
Yes.
I only have the one spell slot left for it. So
Yeah, no, hold off on that. We might need a emergency bailout
yeah.
later on.
Things
Good to
might
know,
come back.
though. Good to know.
Well, if you guys want to sneak by me, I can just slap you and give you a guidance as you pass.
Just a quick high five on the way out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like soccer, like good game,
Yeah,
good game, good game.
Yeah.
Good sneak. Good
So yeah,
sneak. Good
I
sneak.
can just if that's the best route to get up the Fen, I can just do that as you guys go. Because with that and pass without a trace, you have a minimum of plus 11 to any stealth.
Yeah. Fen, can you like poke an eyeball around the corner of that door or something
Now,
and see what's going
Fen,
on?
you do have invisibility.
Does he?
Ian sounds
How do I have
surprised by that.
invisibility?
Or sorry, not Fen. Spev.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have 1 second level slot 2 left.
Yeah. So we don't know how badly we're gonna need that. But Fen, since you're already there, is there a way that you can like look under the door or look through the keyhole?
It's a secret
It's a
door, so it's
secret door.
very well sealed. You know it's there, but you can't see what's on the other side of it without opening.
Speak friend.
Otherwise, that wouldn't be a very good secret door.
True.
Here's the thing: if
Like-
things break bad between any of these doors, we can just run away. We're right by the exit.
True.
So if
It's
we
kind
want
of
to just
why.
take a gamble with one of these.
Yeah, it's kind of why I wanted our stealthy people to go in. If we couldn't have got in on as a group, we could have at least secured the exit so that way they could just run.
Yeah.
Um,
I say we go for Fen's door.
Yeah, I
sure,
say we go
I
Fen's
like
way.
it.
I just don't like opening it up blind.
Nobody
Gotta open
does.
sometime.
Yeah.
Does.
So
Any other ideas than opening it up blind?
Oh, here, let me cast Magic Eye. Let me just learn
It's-
that spell.
It's
yeah,
the
well, that's what we're dealing with, really.
it's
Arcane
the
Eye.
happy feet behind Fen's
Just
door, right?
watching Happy Feet.
So
Yeah.
we're opening up the secret
think we're
door? It
fine.
sounds like.
Yeah.
Do we
I
want to
think it's
stack up
fine.
the other stealthy person or give Fen some backup?
Well,
Yes.
Cool.
Alu, why don't you stack up with Fen because you
Okay.
guys will be able to get in and out and avoid that camera view.
Audience,
way-
while they are talking, this is happening.
Oh,
Oh man.
God.
Okay.
Cameron.
So while that's
Bad news.
All right.
Well, what-
Are there any objects in this room, Cameron? Like
Like
that I could
No, this
potentially-
is a pretty
for,
empty
like,
hallway.
hiding
The only thing you
purposes?
note are those eye carvings separate from the glowing eye.
okay.
Yeah. All right.
So 30
I guidance you as you pass.
Yeah, you're seeing that shit.
or no?
Now check this out, audience. Look at this name. Let me pop someone up there. Yeah, that's who's there.
Fuck. Whatever that's
Exciting,
gonna be.
right? All right, sorry. What were you all doing?
Whatever Cameron's doing, it's gonna be bad.
Oh, of course it is.
I'm moving her to.
Alu's gonna try and move to Fen
Yeah.
I
without being
guidance you as you
seen.
pass, but it doesn't. You do not need it.
Yeah.
Sure. With a 30 on your stealth check, you're fine.
Second 30 of the night. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Pass without trace, man. It's the shit.
All right.
It's a good.
So
Good
now
spell,
you
thank
two
you.
are opening that door.
Open it.
Yeah.
Slowly and quietly
Very
as possible.
slowly as possible.
Just
Yeah.
kick it open. It's worse. There's just slapping feet on the other side.
Yeah.
You don't see much here. You see it's another magically lit hallway. Seems to be connecting some areas. There's lifelike humanoid statues kind of dot the hallway. Very lifelike. And then you see in front of you someone kind of cartwheel into view.
Okay, it's
Temple vibes here.
Mr. Bibe.
Jangling pointed shoes with bells on them, a jester's hat,
It's Mr.
garishly dressed. This is what looks to be a gnome, but a gnome, like a deep gnome, almost albino in color. Very, very pronounced nose and ears. Kind of dramatically looks around and sees the two of you.
30 stealth?
And says, well, they're standing in a silhouetted doorway.
An open door, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Half orc, by the way. Don't look like myself.
Looks at you and says, oh, who do we have here?
Oh,
How may Flutterfoot Zipwiggle be of service?
That's a name to shock and awe.
Say that name again. I want to write that down.
I feel like we've already messed up. Let's see what
Bloodweather.
Flutterfoot's got to say, though.
I just put it in chat. Flutterfoot
Zipswiggle.
Zipswiggle.
Zip.
Flutterfoot Zipswiggle.
Gnome names are the best, guys.
Are you... So I guess you open the door. Are you quickly trying to get to the other side of it? Or there is a chance now with the door open, the camera's going to see that.
Yeah, I think we'll probably... Well, isn't there light in this room we're in?
There is. But, like, you were up against a wall, and now you're in, like, an opening.
Yeah. Like, the camera, if it swings back, will see that the wall is no longer continuous.
Got it.
So if you need to close
You
that
got,
door.
like, a split second. What do you want to do?
I think probably to keep... We don't want the camera to see us, so I think we probably, like, look through as quickly as possible. At least that's what I think Ollie would do.
And you, Fen, you doing the same?
Can I get Spanner in there with them, too?
Sure.
Cool. I'd love to do that.
Like, that's just my idea, moving... If we ever have to spearhead, these two could back each other up with eyes on that we can come in with cavalry when we need to.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch this, then.
So I feel like Ollie would embrace her, like, half-orc disguise and be like, I'm bored of the betting, and I wanted a break. Are you gonna?
I forget you're a half orc. Are you a half orc lady?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, may a gentleman guide the lady about.
Oh shit.
Gentleman may.
Okay.
First, you must answer this riddle. I
God damn
come
it.
with a smile, in slaughter I rest. I can be contagious, but my medicine is best. What am I?
I just want to say that the average unladen airspeed velocity of a swallow is 24 miles per hour.
Can you say that?
I put it in the chat.
Oh, God.
All right. I come with a smile. In slaughter, I rest. I can be contagious.
I think it's
Everyone
laughter.
hears Sprocket yell something, but people in the room can't hear me.
I think it's talking off as Holly Ree's off the record. I think the answer is laughter.
While you're...
Yeah.
So Aloe and Fen don't hear that. While you're talking, the two of you are talking, Hollery, Spev, and Rolan, what are you doing? You're kind of in these corners. You're still hidden from the camera. The door's closed, but you can clearly see where it was, so you can go get to it. You saw...
Okay.
Sorry, you saw... Because I totally forgot that. Fen pressed a nearby wall carving shaped like an eye. That's what opened the door. But I just forgot that was the thing.
Fair enough. So I'm going to motion everybody to stay where they're at. Roland is going to take out his knife that he has. I think he still has a dagger.
Yes.
And he's going to get as low as he possibly can, like right at the edge where like the corner turns down.
Yeah.
And he's going to slide the point of the dagger just far enough that he can see the reflection down the hallway.
Like down here.
He's using the sheen polish of the dagger to act as a mirror so he can look where stuff is.
You see Spev kind of pressed up against a corner, and you see double doors right next to Spev.
Okay, so what he wants to focus on is that he wants to get... Because can he see the eye swiveling?
Yes.
I want to get a sense of the timing of like how long does it stay in one? Is it continuously or does it go 1,
Gotcha.
2?
Yeah. So I'll say
2.
you're able to observe that, no problem. And if you want to make stealth checks to get to the door now, you can do so with advantage. You, Holly, and Spev.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
You said we can each do it with advantage.
Yes. Yeah, Holly Rees, you're able to get there no issue.
Yeah. I'll just give her notes on like, all right, you got like a 3-second window.
And you kind of slide around the wall past Spev.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is trying to get there?
Roland, are you going? I can keep an eye on the other room if I just sit here.
All right.
I don't know if we want someone staying on the door.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I put that
Yeah.
in the wrong spot.
And
All right, then-
I'll whisper quietly. Things get bad. Go invisible.
Gotcha.
All right. Things get public, really.
Yeah. So my consciousness is just gonna stay in Spanner for right now. Then.
I feel
Sure.
like
So, Roland is going to try and move with the motion to stay out of view
Absolutely.
of the camera once he's got a good sense of how long it's going to take him. So
Yeah.
he's going to stack up with Holly.
Stealth
At the same
check
time.
with advantage.
Cool beans. 1.
Double ones.
All right, that's not bad.
That's
and 2.
23.
That's a
Damn.
20. Or
Yeah.
32.
You
Damn.
two are able to get there. You
Nice.
open up the
Da-da,
door,
da-da, da-da.
and you get on the other side without issue.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and he's you see this little deep gnome kind of jingling and jangling and walking over and says, "Oh, more friends! How exciting!"
I feel like Alu, she's not like playing into like this like idea of a riddle. She's like, orcs don't like riddles. We don't think this is fun. Is this truly necessary?
Oh, but my lady, it is. Rules are rules.
Rules are-
Okay.
We know
Do
the
we
answer, right?
Do we get the same riddle?
Yeah, he repeats it. I come
Okay.
with a smile. In slaughter I rest. I can be contagious, but my medicine is best. What am I?
It's 100%
You
laughter.
are laughter.
It isn't. This is a terrible riddle.
We
Yeah.
think it's laughter. It's not a terrible riddle. Fen.
He
No,
Look at us go.
it isn't laughter,
chortles
it's a
to
terrible
himself
riddle.
gleefully, and he says, "Yes, of course it is. How may Flutterfoot Zipswiggle show you around?"
Lead on.
Well, we're looking for a particular rock. It's round and it fits in a very small circular hole. Might be about yay big, and he has a better idea in real life how it is.
He says,
Do you know
"Oh,
where they keep something like that?
I don't know about what they keep wearing, but I do know all the secret doors around here."
Okay, we'll take that. Do you know where all the secret doors lead?
He says, "Probably most of them."
Is there a place they'd keep something very important?
He thinks, and he says, "Are you thieves?"
Please don't. She doesn't say that out loud.
He says, "I'll help you steal whatever, but just a warning, last time people stole the important thing, they all died, and then their families all died, and then their country burned to a ground."
What
Good
did
to
they-
know.
Huh.
Do you know what they stole last time?
He thinks, he chuckles, and he says, "Silgar."
History check? Do we know what that is?
So,
You 100% would not know what that is.
would I, as a player, do I know what that is? That sounds really familiar.
You might, I
It's-
don't know.
that's
As a
the name.
character,
Think of
no one
Sildar
would know
Hollinger.
what that is.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's that Holly
Motherfucking
Reeves
Hissildar.
looks at him and she's like, "Is that a dragon?"
No.
It does sound like a dragon.
It sounds like a dragon name. Give me a little bit of credit there.
It totally does. It totally sounds like a dragon.
Needs more X's and Z's.
Couple more vowels.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like as you show us the fabulous hidden doors, you should tell us more about Silgar.
He says, oh, I don't know that I want to talk about
Motherfucker.
Silgar.
I know where I know that
That
from.
wasn't a good time. He says,
Yeah.
I'm all about laughter and good times.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We would not know who that is, but that's funny.
I could
do know
probably
where I
show
know that
you
name from.
Silgar.
Yeah, no.
Do you want to see
it's-
Silgar?
Yes.
Oh my
He
god.
I
jingles
do
and
not.
jangles.
I'm
Oh
so
my god.
What is
I'm-
Silgar?
I'm good.
Yeah. Thanks, Puffin Forest.
Spev, before anything else happens, are you just sitting tight for now, like the long term, or is there a plan? You can communicate to each other if any information is trying to get across.
I can hear and see everything that's going on, but if he's trying to lead everyone else to some other location, I'm going to follow.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'll be popping back every so often, just kind of listening to the door here, make sure there's no commotion or no one coming in, because I am blind and deaf when I'm in Spanner's mind.
And yeah, Flutterfoot's down to talk about things in general. He says, so, are you all here for the party, the tournament?
What's the tournament?
He says, oh, well, the boss is holding a tournament. Just like the Bright Swords tournament, the boss says, well, we should have our own tournament of all the best fighters. The real best fighters.
Interesting. Are there prizes involved?
Oh, yeah,
would
there's
we
great
invite him?
prizes. Not dying, living,
Living, cool.
continued
my favorite things.
existence.
That means that we don't ever go through those doors. Because if the boss is there, we're not going.
He'll kind of come around, like, as he's talking, like, come on, follow me! And kind of lead you all over here.
Okay. Cautiously, we should follow him.
I will say, from now on, all stealth checks you take while Flutterfoot is around are going to be with disadvantage. Because he is slapping his
Jingle,
feet
jingle,
and
jingle,
jingling and jangling all over the place.
Jesus. All right. Could you...
We're just sort of, we're kind of like, we kind of look like we're supposed to be here though, now that we're like with someone who is meant to be here.
Yeah.
Can I just make a contention? Shouldn't that just take us back to we now get full disadvantage, or should we get like just
Should it
neutral?
even out?
Well, you don't have
plus 10 to everything.
advantage. You still get the plus 10. You just will
Yeah,
roll plus
see.
10 with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
still
So it
not
is
bad,
basically
though.
neutralized.
Yeah, essentially.
But advantage and disadvantage statistically give you about
Like a plus 6 or
4.5
something. Yeah.
or 5. So you still have like essentially a plus 5 on if you roll long term.
Yeah, still not bad.
Of it.
All right, so where do we want him to take us? Because if he's going to do this to us, we want to make as few trips around here as possible.
While you are talking, audience, this is happening.
Uh-oh.
I can't wait to see this episode so we know what the fuck's going on.
Right?
Probably the tournament going on.
Yeah, it's probably-
I really want to know what's going on in there.
Mm.
Why weren't we invited for the best fighters? We're the Norfolk champions.
all of our allies are being sacrificed in
Because we're
this
not.
tournament.
All our
Yeah.
best friends are in this arena dying.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like Mass Effect 2, where you're
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't do enough loyalty missions. They're all going to die.
we haven't didn't
You
get there in
said no
time.
side quests.
Shut up. All right. Let's just have him take us to... If the boss is with the tournament watching... Is the boss watching the tournament right now?
Flutterfoot says, no, I don't think so. I think he's giving a speech. I warmed up the crowd for him. His speeches are scheduled for usually just 10 or 15 minutes, but he likes to go on.
But he's not in his room right now.
Flutterfoot says, I don't think he is.
Do we want to go there?
We know where his room is?
We don't. But Wigglebutt over here does.
Flutterfoot.
That's what I said.
I like Wigglebutt. That's pretty funny. I like it.
Like, I'm just trying to think of places that are most likely to have what we're looking for. And if it's that important, if it's as important as he realizes it is, which if he went through this much trouble, he does, he probably would want to keep that as secure as possible, which would mean his room. Right?
Unless he's keeping it. Unless he's keeping it on him.
Well, maybe
keeping it on him, then we're fucked. But
I'd say you.
Even know where his room
I don't
is?
think you would. You don't know who the boss is.
no, I don't. I'm just thinking of anybody who would want to keep something safe, aside from on their person, would keep it in their personal quarters with their personal security, right?
I mean, theoretically, yeah.
Unless they have a big
You're-
communal vault, which only they have access to on a regular given basis.
Or a
If that's
secret
the
vault.
case, then it's the same room, right?
Well-
Functionally the same room.
Well, we don't know if this guy knows where anything's hidden. Like, we don't know how reliable of a guide he's gonna be.
True.
But maybe we can just check with him, see what he knows.
Yeah. Well,
But
we already asked him to show us where the important stuff is.
cool.
So
And,
I'm assuming that's where he's leading us.
all right,
So
if
I
you
guess- I
guys
guess we
start
just
following
follow.
him,
Yeah, I guess we just follow.
all right. If you start following, I'll stealth my way over to you guys.
Yeah.
Pop back into Sprocket.
Oh, gotcha. Absolutely.
And then is it a stealth with advantage to get by the camera to get to the
Yes.
secret door?
Yeah, it's
Cool.
been pointed out like the camera's movement, so you can do it with advantage.
Perfect. Wowzer. Glad I got that plus 10.
17. You did guidance
Ooh.
yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Roll a 3 or higher.
Hey, a 3. Okay. If I messes up the very last roll.
Yeah, you make it through. You got a 20.
All right, cool.
All right. So you're
That would have been incredible.
I tried.
All right, cool. All right,
After
so
we
we're just gonna
roll
follow the jiggly
730s.
guy.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
While
Yeah, 20's lower now.
while you're talking, give me just a second. Let me deal some of this stuff. So let's see. That's gonna be 11 damage, and that is gonna be
Somebody we know is dying on the other side of those
Ooh,
doors.
multi-attack.
Otherwise,
yeah.
otherwise, why would he care? Why would he bother?
17.
The ambiance, the realness of the world, Nate, that's going on whether or not we are playing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that guy's dead,
It could be the tournament.
and then he's gonna get.
We hear Jelzar scream.
Well, he said the prize for the tournament is living, and staying
maybe.
alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive. Ha, ha, ha,
Yeah.
ha.
Right, so you'd have to win. Maybe the people who are dying
Meet the
are
Bee
losing the
Gees.
tournament.
Well, they're definitely losing if they're dead.
Da, da, da.
Oh, I really want to know what's going on with that tournament now. And always.
Well, we can ask Flutterbutt about the tournament.
You see if he's got an invite. If he's the MC to the place, he might just let us walk in. Because if we're still going with the route of trying to become the disposable goons for their bombing mission, it's a good time to meet Xanathars.
Gambling.
Yeah, you see there's a hallway. There's a doorway over on the left side. There's another doorway more south on the left side. There's a third doorway southmost on the left side. There's double doors down here. And there's a couple doors and entranceways on the right side.
All right. Well, as we're walking and talking, probably ask him who's there, what's going on.
Yeah,
Yada, yada.
he's walking by. He says, well, so over here, and he points to the doorway closest to him. He says, here's the barracks. Do you want me to tell the guys you say hi?
No.
Kind of lifts his hand to rock. You sure?
Yep.
They love
sure.
visitors.
Yep. No.
No, thank
we're
you.
good. We're good.
He says, I mean, I think it's only polite to say hi.
Mm,
No,
no, we'll say hi later.
yeah,
We'll say hi
I'm
later.
really not feeling other people right now. We really were just hoping for a tour of the grounds with you.
He
It
says,
makes us
sure.
feel special.
He'll go down a little more if you're following along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna follow along on the opposite wall.
Hey, token.
Close-ish, but not too close.
Brother. Let me select all my dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this door here, he said, is the barracks, and then he kind of points to the hallway over this way, and he says that's the Panopticus dwarves.
And not.
What is that about?
Again?
They look through the magic eyes and watch everything.
While
How
we're
many of them are in there?
5.
Oh,
Five's
and,
a good number. While we're doing that, since we're all kind of following him, I would like to do like a stealth check because Ollie wants to kind of like jam the lock here on this door.
Hmm.
Ooh, interesting. Yes. Give me. We'll say use your thieves' tools to try and like lock it from the outside and force it so that it would have to be like broken down basically to get out.
I'm proficient with thieves' tools. Can I help her?
Yes.
Give her advantage? Cool.
Yeah. And this is separate from the Flutterfoot thing. So first we'll do the check and then we'll do a stealth check, but that won't be with disadvantage. So yeah, give me a thieves' tools check with advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah, you're able to really get it secure, no problem.
Damn.
And
Okay,
then give me a stealth check, just a normal stealth check. It's not with disadvantage.
27.
With a 27, yeah, no one hears you do a thing.
Cool.
Not even you.
Not even me. I like it. All right.
Fen, are you hanging out in the back or like covering the rear?
Oh, hang on.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
I'm hanging out behind, so Fenn's gonna.
Mhm.
He's got
Gotcha.
the longbow. so-
Alu, if you're peeking kind of around,
Yes. So she stand like there. Because it's a hall, not like a door per
yes,
se.
correct.
So she wants to like perceive, like he's telling us that they are looking through all the little stocky dots. So hopefully they're like too busy to be looking down the hallway behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, you see 5 dwarves. They seem to be seated around a magic circle. Bald shield dwarves, their heads covered with purple eye tattoos. They sit around the edge of a glowing circle on the floor. Their eyes are scrunched shut. The protruding from the ceiling, directly above the circle, is a large flaring bronze bell, kind of shaped like the mouth of a tuba, a big bell, set into the back of the wall. You can see there is, from this side, you're able to see there is another doorway that leads somewhere else, kind of behind the dwarves. But yeah, they're kind of sitting, eyes shut, very focused on whatever they're doing.
So we're do like a little gesture behind myself where the little gnome elf, whatever he is, can't see, but like just to be like, everyone's okay. To proceed to the route.
Okay. So
That's
barracks
some
on one
heavy
side.
duty security.
So just to get straight, barracks is now blocked.
Yes.
Spy dwarfs are in here.
Yeah, if Holleries and Spev, you're both proficient in Arcana, and I think you're the only 2 that are. If you are observing the dwarves, you can give me Arcana checks if you're trying to learn about what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely move up, and I want to get an eye on this. Can I guidance myself?
Sure.
Awesome. Love this spell. 16 plus. Oh, I'm not gonna beat Holly.
20. Yeah, so with a 20 and a 25, you can make out some things. So they're seated around a circle, but they're each. You can tell that they're each focused on one location. You think that there are 5 security cameras out elsewhere. So you've identified one of them. There are 4 others throughout the lair, one place or another.
But we figure
Okay.
they're probably just confined to this location. They're not like looking all around the city.
With the nature of the spell, you think that the phantasmal eye stalks have to be pretty close by.
Okay.
You also, so that's definitely sped with a 20. You can tell all that. Holly's with the 25. You think that if you got into the circle, you could look into the cameras.
Now the question is, can you do it without fucking up their jive?
You think both of you, Spev and Hollyrees, you think with the nature of the spell, you're out of the hallway, they're used to traffic, it's an open door.
Yeah.
But they are aware of their surroundings, even though their eyes are closed.
It's risky.
If we
mean,
take them out,
I-
we ruin the entire security of this whole place.
While
Yeah.
they're talking about that, audience,
But-
let's go back over here.
So we could
if
take them
we,
all out.
but if we, okay, so
I
hold
can't
up,
wait to watch this episode later.
Mhm.
It's gonna
hold
suck.
up.
All right, yeah,
Before
what do you got?
before we go in and take them out, he was just like, if I go and stand in the center and can potentially see in the cameras, or like, if they
Do you-
keep their eyes closed, what does it matter?
So
Would I be able to
Still
just
hear you walk up.
sneak in?
yeah, that
You might
raises
be able
the
to
question.
sneak in and look through the cameras. It's
Well,
just very
that's what
high
I'm
risk.
saying.
This is the
Does
security
it need to
room.
be a spellcaster? Could it be anybody? Because if so, if it's just a matter of stealthily sneaking into the middle of them, even with their eyes closed, we got 2 people who are really good at that,
Okay.
who have the best
Okay.
chance
Yeah.
of doing it.
Yeah, Holly, which one is it? You got
Do
the
we-
20.
Well,
Maybe
I'm
this-
just thinking if we look in the camera, would we be able to find where the
Yeah.
exact location of the eye?
That's I mean, yeah, I'm totally for that. We have options. We can take them all out and explore it at our leisure, or we can sneak in there,
Well,
maybe take a peek at the
I
system,
say
find out
we-
where it is.
I say we
Ooh.
want to sneak and take a peek at the system. My fear is if we take them all out, that's somehow going to ruin whatever spell they're in and alert and cause chaos, and we're going to not
Oh,
come
yeah,
for
it'd
what
be
we...
bad.
So
I think
so
they are the system.
So let me clarify, because again, Hollyrees, you rolled a 25. Your character would know. This system consists of the bronze bell is connected to a tube that goes through the stone and to some other chamber. You think that is an amplification bell. The circle is a scrying circle. If you use detect magic, you probably detect the type of magic it is. But basically, the dwarves, the 5 of them, use it to independently watch 5 different locations.
Whoever sees something
The
reports something.
circle doesn't. It's not like the dwarves aren't constantly keeping it active. The circle exists on its own. It's a set enchantment. Someone else could use it with the appropriate arcane powers.
Okay, so it has to
It would
be.
need to be one of them.
Can't be my familiar.
Yeah. But it exists outside of their concentration.
Yeah. I mean, either way, strutting into this thing, getting caught is very bad news because they got their hands on the alarm bell.
Right.
But I mean,
Can we break the alarm bell?
Would
I don't-
Holly know how to do that?
Well, if we can disable,
giant bell without making a noise. I mean, if someone wants, I don't know if Holly can try to talk her way in, but I'm guessing these guys might be real flighty.
we can't.
Probably a bad idea.
I mean, I can try stealth it.
All right, we're going back to
Is
our
this-
team.
Hey,
All right.
DM,
Yo,
So much.
before anyone goes into the circle, is this an instance where I could cast, and it would be my last 2nd level slot, but it might be worth it, where I cast augury
What does augury do again?
or as a ritual?
It kind of gives you a thumbs up or thumbs down on shit you might want to do.
Yeah, you augury is a spell that lets you ask the gods for if this is a good idea. You could cast augury. It is a 10-minute ritual, so that is a lot of time passing.
That's true.
But it's up to you if you want to sit down and cast it.
It doesn't necessarily feel like necessary.
Okay.
I think augury is best used when you're like at home formulating a plan
Gotcha.
and you're about to strike out. But yeah, it's a tough spell to use because it only gives you like what if you take an action within the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And also it takes 10 minutes to cast. It's
Yeah.
a tough one.
Okay.
You still have Misty Step though, right? So theoretically,
Yeah, I still have
walk
Misty
into the
Step.
middle, look in, and Misty Step out.
And Misty Step out. Yeah.
But if they hear this whole place is gonna know.
But it would only be if we I mean,
If we disrupt them.
if we disrupt them or if we set off their alarm. If like Roland said, if we can get rid of their alarm.
Then they have to go on foot to notify people, and we can just, lock them in the room with us and just knock them out or something.
To clarify again, Spev and Holly, I think I said this earlier. They are aware of their immediate surroundings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're used to people walking around and going around, right?
They will know it when
Through
we're here.
the hall.
Through the hall.
Yeah.
They
right?
will know that someone is like hanging out in the middle of the circle.
Yeah, this isn't like Spev where he can jump in and out of eyeballs and he doesn't know what's going on in his old body until he jumps back in. They are aware of what's going on.
You don't. Well, I guess to make
I
sure I'm
think
being
your
clear,
movement
you
is
don't think
some
you could do
secret.
something to the magic circle or the bell while they are still up and about without them knowing. That would be a very difficult thing to do.
Unless you're super stealthy.
I follow.
Well, what about this? Why don't we check with Tinklefoot and see what the rest of these rooms are, and if there's any room we want to see before we go for the
Before we
security
try
room?
that.
Because this is high risk, high
Right.
reward. If we get this room,
Well,
it'd be amazing, but it's be very bad if we mess up.
What's up, Fen?
We talk about this guy like he's like the guy who hits on our wife all the time. Like we never get his name right, just to fuck him over,
Yeah.
just to
Who?
make him feel small.
Yeah, and he's been nothing but helpful.
So
Yeah, it's
far.
been helpful.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Flutterfoot zips wiggle.
Here, let me just put his name tag on.
Flutterfoot.
Jesus.
There you go.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Zipswiggle. I know gnome names can get kind of tricky and made fun of, but
All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
keep moving onward.
Yeah, coming from you, Spev Spackle Stick, Sprocket. Ugh.
Rocket Spev Spackle Stick. Spev Sprocket Spackle Stick.
See what this what you sound like, Roland.
Savsvelian Spackle Stick.
All right, let's move on. I'm going to go the opposite side of the hallway here. Keep myself
Fine.
as far away from them as possible.
Sure thing.
What else? What are these last two doors here, Flutterfoot? These next two doors.
Zip wiggle?
So this door that Flutterfoot is next to is he says, "Oh, that's Nazca's room."
Who's that?
Nazca Erge. He's an enforcer for the guild.
An enforcer for the guild, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty high up. He's got a crossbow for a hand.
Interesting.
Dope.
Is he in his room right now? Or is he at the tournament?
He says, "I think he left to watch the tournament a little while ago."
Okay. Then let's move on.
He says that's he points to this door here and says that that goes down to a sub level,
Oh, sorry.
kind of prepping area and stuff for tournament stuff.
Okay. Flutterfoot, can I ask you a question? Do all the members have like ID cards or like badges to show that they're members? Or does everybody just know everybody around here?
He says, I mean, yeah, everyone's got like, and you see the little Xanathar symbol in gold He says, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like your medals, but, for us.
Okay.
Northward Champions, eh? I think I remember reading about you guys in the paper.
Yeah, we're really strong.
Right.
As he like turns to show the medal a little bit
Player
more.
Nate is super.
Are you Spev Sprocket Spacklestick?
No.
I am!
Oh my god.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh my god. Did you just do that?
That must
Yes.
make you Rolan, and you Alu, and you Fen, and you Hollyrees. Milady Hollyrees, go delicately.
No.
You wouldn't recognize Alu as her work.
No.
She was in the paper.
Yeah, but
She doesn't look like.
No, she looks different.
Process of elimination. He knew
Yeah.
who all the other ones were.
Alu, you weren't, he doesn't know what you look like, but you were
Sorry,
described in the paper and you're with the team. So he thinks Alu is a half-orc woman.
well, she would be like incorrect, but whatever.
He says, oh yeah, you all live on
No.
Troll Skull Alley, the Troll Skull Tavern. I've been there once or twice before. He jingles and jangles and he says, Wilhelm's booked me for a couple nights. Great show at that place where you all live.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, Ollie's thinking now, we're gonna have to kill this guy before we leave.
Yeah, you're not alone in that.
He says, well, so like I said, this goes down into the basement areas. He goes down a little further. He points to, he says, this door over here goes to the kind of reception chamber. The big boss was giving his speech last time there. He's probably still there. Down here, he points to these two. The door on my left is Amerigo's quarters, and then these double doors over here are a workshop. There was a door for a little while. Thorvin Twinbeard was working in there, building some big parade float thing. Really nice guy. He came over to my house for dinner a couple times. The wife and kids met him. Really, really swell.
Oh, we met Torvin. He's a great guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Great guy.
Oh
great
my
guy.
god.
Oh yeah, the parade float's coming on great.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
X
He
is gonna
even built.
Spev, can you do me a favor and not speak?
He's
for,
like the Flutterfoot's
5
like
minutes?
he even
That'd
built
be very difficult, but I'll try.
a little back brace for little Tommy, my youngest. He's got the scoliosis, but Torvin's setting him straight. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
I
Yeah.
hate both of you a lot right now.
What?
He
Why
pulls
does
out
he
a little portrait and he says, yeah, so
90-year-old
here's
man.
my wife and here's my 3 children.
Oh my god.
There's Thorvin Twinbeards.
Yeah.
Why does he speak like a 90-year-old man? He's got the scoliosis.
The scoliosis.
Does he also have the sugar?
Oh,
He
I
says,
love this guy.
honestly, being a jester's pretty tough. The boss definitely has a pretty wicked sense of humor, but it's gonna pay for my kids to go through
Wicked
college, and that's
smart.
that's all that matters. It's family.
Family.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's a Tears of the Clown.
Anyway,
Get it?
and he goes and he says if we and he cranes his neck up, exposing his soft, fleshy neck. He's like, there's a little slot here that if you want to peer in and see what's going on in the workshop. It's pretty empty right now ever since the parade float got removed.
I'd absolutely like to peek
Okay,
in there.
I will look into there very carefully. One
Same.
eye.
Yeah, you can see there's like a scaffolding, what remains of a large contraption. There's a gazer in there, albino gazer, that's just kind of like hanging out, floating in the room. You're not like revealing yourselves, but you can just look inside the room to see Caesar. You see tools cover stone tables throughout the room. There's plenty of tools. There's other furnishings, include a cot, a stack of wooden casks. The label is a little tough to make out. And then there's some sort of machine in the back corner that is probably a little hard to make out without getting a lot closer.
Oh boy, I really want to.
No. We're here for one thing. We can't fight the whole base, guys.
Without saying anything, I lift up Spindle and point to it and like shrug my shoulders at Rolan, like,
Nope.
Not unless invisible, and we don't have time for that right now. Flutterfoot, where would the most important stuff be?
So we'll go through the audience chamber. We can say hi to the boss, and then on the other side is his room.
Let's not say hi to the boss. He's too busy for us right now.
Yeah. We don't want to interrupt.
Yeah. Is there another way to finish the tour? Like, if we want to go see the cool stuff he's got in his room, is there another way into that?
He says, yeah, there's a couple other ways we could go. He thinks to himself, and says, why don't I show you down into the basement area?
What's in the basement area before we go down there?
He says there's a couple secret entrances down in the basement area.
Okay, are there people down there right now?
He says maybe. There's the cooks. He says the dining hall. Will go down into the dining hall, say hi to everyone.
No, let's not do that part. Is there a way we can get a hold of some badges so we look like we know what we're doing around here?
We don't need no stinking
He says,
badges.
yeah, we can go back to the barracks. They probably have a case.
Yeah, Roland, you want to go back to the barracks?
Oh, I'd rather not. I'd rather not take up anybody else's time. Is there just like, I don't know, half a dozen of them laying around somewhere we can just use?
He says, he thinks to himself, and he says, you know what? There is a crate, but it's on the other side of the... We can go back, we can go through the arena. I mean, it's a big crowd there if you, like, everyone's watching the fight. We could go through there, and then we could go down and into one of the supply closets.
I want to do something, but I think Spev's distracted.
Wear badges like visibly, right?
He says, I don't have a map, but if you want, we could go talk to the dwarves, and you can take a look around if you're trying to, like, figure out where to go somewhere in particular.
Do you know what's on the other side of the dwarf room?
He says...
There's a door on the other side.
There's a secret entrance. The other side, it's just like a reception area. It's anyone who's not watching the tournament right now is probably hanging out there and eating and having a good time. I can get you in there. I mean, there's all sorts of people there that aren't part of the guild. They're just there to watch.
There's some machines in there. Like, I finally peel myself away from the door. Do you know what any of the machinery they've been working on in here, or is this just all Twinbeard's old designs?
He says, I don't, that's not stuff that I mess with. This one time I was helping Twinbeard hold something together while he was welding, and I accidentally let go, and it crushed my fingers, and the boss thought it was really funny, so he made me crush my fingers for a week.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool. Now I'm finally gonna insight this guy. Now he's talking Spev's language. Like, that seems like an amateur move for Twinbeard, even though he's sort of like a mobster mechanic. I want to see how reliable this guy is. Is he just spitting in our faces?
Give me an insight check.
With my mighty +1, I will roll.
I'll give you advantage if I can.
Sure, Alu, like you're kind of... So the rat baby is like giggling and laughing at this little clown. Spev, you can roll with advantage.
Cool, thank you. I miss wrestle every day.
Right.
Significantly better, 17.
Oh, yeah, with a 17, you think the story is true. You think that he is being helpful, but he is a joker. He is a clown. He is 100% in some way having fun with you all.
Okay.
Did we ever notice that any other eyes?
You never noticed shit.
Yeah, we've been focusing on this.
What were you gonna say?
I was curious of whether or not he's let us just like willy-nilly past like more of those eyes.
No, because you identified that first one. I wasn't gonna have you roll for future ones. I'm just assuming your characters are like looking for them constantly. There aren't any eyes in this hallway that you've been in so far.
Okay. I hate that he knows exactly who we are and where we live.
Whoops. Yeah, I'm glad I got you all personalized name badges right before we went into a massive hideout.
Wasn't gonna say a word.
Not wearing
Until you
it.
did, and we realized our folly.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Ollie's not wearing it.
Spev is wearing his. That's why he identified Spev first. Spev is wearing his proudly.
Of course he is.
Yeah, I don't think he thought that.
And you
through.
all were in the paper.
I thought we were just going to a sewer. I really thought this was just another sewer adventure. I didn't expect this to be like the headquarters or a massive place. I think we're way in over our heads, guys. But since we're here,
Yeah.
since we're here,
God.
so because like
We're gonna have a time.
Definitely a bad.
so it seems like it's mostly just sort of personal quarters on this side of a couple of his champions, which doesn't really pertain to us. I want to get into the workshop, but that's personal reasons.
Slight correction.
We're not here for personal reasons. We're here for
these
one
aren't
thing.
champions. These
Unfortunately.
are
His best goons.
Yeah, this is like, so like if you split the hideout into two halves, this side might be more actual guild people halves, and the other side might be like a public, semi-public section of the hideout. It's not like people don't know the Xanathar's Guild hideout, but if you were in the know and you wanted to come have an audience or witness a show or wheel and deal, you get one side of the hideout, and you guys are in kind of the private
so
side.
If they were going to store anything they wanted hidden, it would be on this side then.
That's a reasonable inference to make.
Yeah. We know Xanathar's room's is far. I mean, X's room, leader's room, is far off on the other side, but
it's not
we don't know
far
what's in the
off on
basement
the
yet.
other. So I think I'm hoping.
But there's a
I'm
room
not-
between us and them. I
Yes,
think.
Flutterfoot
Is- is-
explicitly said, like, okay, here's the audience chamber. We'll go through there. There's the boss is giving a big speech, and then we'll on the other side of that is his room.
He's giving a big speech right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's
was
really
saying
worked himself up about how great
Yeah.
he is, and it's a
Fine.
bunch of newish recruits. They just have never met the boss before, so he wanted to, let them gaze upon him in all his glory and all that. Probably turn a couple to stone or something. Who knows?
Have them beheld by the masses.
Yeah, he
Whoever
Yeah,
wins the
he
tournament
wishes for them to
becomes,
behold his glory.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
All right. So, well, I mean, vaults
permanent
sometimes in basements. What was that, Holly?
I was just saying the winner of the tournament becomes permanent decoration.
Probably.
They
When
become-
you say
trophy.
that, Alu, give me an investigation check.
We saw human statues at the entrance.
Yeah, okay, there.
Very
You already
human-like
figured it out. Yeah,
statue.
you figured
Yeah.
it out.
I thought they
it's
were going to come
not.
to life and then never did.
It's not that that's a prize for winning, but 100%. Now you go back to look at those statues, and they're like way too lifelike.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lair question, not
Yes.
character question. Are they still alive in there, or are they just like?
No, I'm pretty sure being petrified is a death sentence.
Okay, just
Yeah.
just
There's
curious.
greater restoration, I think, can fix it.
Yeah.
That's like
That's just
big
like
spells.
a player.
They are effectively mechanically dead because you don't heal from that. You don't get better from that unless otherwise outside help
Yeah.
comes.
I'm wondering if there's like a clock on that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a clock per se, but you do not get to play that person anymore if you get petrified.
So, what are we actually doing? Are we going and checking out the room?
I do not want to fight their boss.
No, not that room. I know Speb wants to go into the tool area.
That's got a gazer. That's an alarm system right there.
I got good stealth.
Flutterfoot.
Yeah, no,
we didn't come in here for no
I want to
reason.
figure out, but
Flutterfoot says, I mean, that gazer's actually kind of friendly.
Define friendly.
He says, you're like a wizard, right, Miss Go Delicately?
Yes.
Like a
I am.
wizard, yes.
Like a wizard.
Fuck you very much, Roland.
He says, wizards have familiars. They have little buddies all the time. I have hung out with that gazer for a couple times. I think it would be very open to a new management.
I'm
Interesting.
sorry. What? Say that again?
He
Is
says
there a
it's
way
a
we
friendly gazer.
Friendly neighborhood gazer.
I think that there's such a thing as a friendly neighborhood gazer. You know what,
What's the
though?
first albino one
You
we've
should
seen?
try to make friends with that gazer and bring it back for your dragon.
Jesus.
That was such a bad idea.
He says, anyway, do you want to see something else that's cool?
I have my hand on this doorknob.
Amerigo
Trev, I will cut that hand off.
really
Too
likes
late.
minotaurs. And he's got a hand on this door that he's next to now. He says he really likes minotaurs. Do you want to see something cool?
No.
What about minotaurs? I'm
He says,
in.
all right, well,
No, I can't speak for the group. I've done that enough.
Is
let
it
me know
enough?
when you need me. And he kind of goes over to the side and just starts practicing his cartwheels.
We have to figure out what we're doing.
I gotta get 100 reps in a day.
It seems like we are gonna have
Is he
to
going?
follow through with something.
You have so many choices.
We have so many doors.
So many ways. He talks too much, he's got too much information, and he gives it away freely. But you also can't trust him to keep a fucking secret.
Yeah, I thought that'd be obvious.
He's doing cartwheels and he's singing a little rhyme about
I don't know what you're
how
talking
much he
about.
loves his family and how he's looking forward to going home to see them after
He's 2 days away
today's
from
long day.
retirement. Yeah. Fuck. I think
Insight's a thing.
Now, I will say, if you take too long here, one of those guards is going to try and get out of those barracks at some point, right? Someone's going to need to take a piss or something.
I think we should.
Vibrating on this door handle.
I think we should trust.
Flutter.
Damn it, Flutterfoot. And maybe we go talk to friendly gazer.
I like the idea.
He hasn't steered us wrong so far.
That's fair.
Here, how about this, Roland? We just crack the door open just a hair, just enough to get a spanner through, and I'll do a quick flyby, make sure there's none of those phantasmal eyes. And if there's any other surprises, we don't do it.
We
But
can
if
know where all of those phantasmal eyes are if we go take out that room of.
While they're
Doors.
talking, audience,
I just think that that's the case. If we can get a hold and take out that room, we at least take care of all of the eyes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but if we
can hack into
misstep,
their stuff, if we messed up anywhere else, it's going to have the same effect. But if we win, we get eyes everywhere, or we take all the eyes down. One of the two.
Yeah.
It's a really simple strategy. If your enemy knows where you are, then don't be there.
Good point.
Yeah. I kind of like
So we-
talking to someone who doesn't like their boss.
We take out the eyes first, or
We
the
take
dwarves.
we take out those
Take out the
dwarves.
dwarves.
We can knock them out if you have any qualms about killing them. That's fine.
Okay.
We
Okay.
gotta get
I'm
those
in.
guys down.
while
I'm
they're
in.
talking,
Let's do it.
this is happening.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
If you want to vote, I'll vote Team Door.
Okay. Team dwarfs.
Team dwarf.
All right, that's 2.
Oh, Ellie does not like that.
Team door, team dwarf, or something else.
Ollie just doesn't know what the alternatives really are. Like
It's D&D.
feel
There's
like
always
every
consequences.
I know, and they're gonna be.
Yeah, something's gonna go bad. Either we pick one thing or another, but eventually eventually this house is gonna fall on us. But
be bad.
I just feel like we prolong it a little bit more.
I mean, I'll
Burn
go
rolls with Rolan.
on whatever
All
you
right.
guys think.
That's,
I think
that's three.
before
Random
we
character.
do that, this door right here, Cameron, she also would like to try and kind of jimmy that because that's where the like port is, according to him.
Yeah, you get over there. Give me a perception check before you, like, you're listening, maybe listening to the door for a quick second.
Yeah. Oh, that is not a great perception check.
It's kind of muffled, but you do hear, like, just kind of ranting and raving. You hear, like, maybe disco music, and you can see through the line of the door, like, psychedelic lights are happening in there. And
it's a sandstorm.
yeah, you hear someone just shouting and screaming about his glory and look at him, and he's got plans for Waterdeep, and everyone needs to keep an eye out for Lariel Silverhand, and they've been betrayed once before when the stone was taken from them, and now they need to protect what they do have and get vengeance on the Zentarum. All sorts of stuff. Now,
The stone was taken from them. That's from before, right? Or is that?
yeah,
just happened here?
I don't. This is tough because I don't remember 100% of what all you have learned where. I'd say if that sticks out in your mind, give me a history or intelligence. Yeah, history check.
History check. Not my greatest.
And then Alu, you can give me your thieves tools.
Nope, not
check.
at all.
Yeah, you
History as well with Roland.
sure, yes. You faintly, like, I mean, like a month or so ago, tensions between the Zentarum and the Xanathars Guild really flared up. That's kind of sticks out to your mind, but you don't know what else that might be related to. And then, yeah, if you want to jimmy the door, give me a thieves tools check.
Working on it. Takes a little bit to like get to the thing.
Yeah, with a 20, you are able to lock that up pretty tightly. And you can give me a stealth check with advantage. Actually, you don't need to give me a stealth check. There's like fucking disco music happening on the other side of that door. No one's hearing shit.
Sweet. Cool. Alright. Just want to make sure that we got the... Just trying to like keep ourselves from getting fucked from the rear.
Yeah.
That's wrong. I'm sorry, audience.
Raising.
All right. So now it sounded like you all are. I honestly couldn't tell. Dwarves or door?
Dwarves. DWAR.
Panopticus or portcullis?
What?
Portobello.
Are you going after the Panopticus dwarves or the portcullis door?
I think Ben said dwarves.
The spy dwarves.
Voted.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
It's at least a 3. It's a 3 to
The
2,
5.
not more.
Yeah,
The
you can.
five
You
That's
can
fine.
all
Circle.
go ahead and give me, if you're getting in position
God.
around here. Give me stealth checks. Flutterfoot's kind of hanging out with you all, so give me stealth checks with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck.
But you can get in your positions before we see what happens.
All right, I had double 18, so 28.
Yep.
Stealth check with disadvantage.
And yeah, post up around the entrance wherever you think you want to be.
Oh, that 5 was really...
All right, so that's 21,
14.
24, 15,
Oh,
Yeah.
Ollie also...
and 8,
I
17.
don't think I
Yeah, you got
remember...
a 5, an 8. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Alu? Or sorry, a
So
15.
If she attacked, she would want to like also see if she could secure the secret entrance as well.
Well, we can't secure it right now. We're on this side of things. We have to take them all out before we can
No, the
secure
secret
anything.
entrance is where we came in over here.
Way back there.
Yeah. I mean, she's quick.
I guess everyone's holding up and waiting for you to do that.
I don't know if we should keep that. If we lock that down, we have no way to get out of here.
I mean, that's true.
Unless there's another way out of here that we just haven't asked what's his name about, but I don't know if we should. Yeah,
Well,
I don't want to have to escape and have to kick that thing down.
I see Rolan and Spev stacked. I see Alu. Holly Reese, where are you standing right now? Are you kind of there? And Fen, are you still at the old
I'm
door?
gonna be right there.
You guys just moved.
I mean, I don't really know why I'm standing where I'm standing. I can move over next to Holly.
Where the hell did you move?
I think you're at the. I don't know.
Everybody was right here.
I know we rolled and all, but could I have cast guidance on myself in preparation? Or is it too late now?
I think that you all were moving as a group. You could cast guidance on yourself if you're not casting it on anyone else.
Yeah. I think at this point I'm just trying to help myself out.
Sure. Awesome. So 18.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So you all are in your positions. This is where you want to be.
Yes. I'm good.
Yeah.
Alu, did you decide, are you taking a detour to close that door, or are you deciding not to do it?
No, the team pointed out that probably is a bad idea, but
I get what you're saying, but we gotta get out of here.
Definitely like hyper aware that that's like a point of weakness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like
so.
Like
go ahead and roll me some initiative.
All right. Aside from melee attacks, there's no other way to deal non-lethal damage unless there's like a sleep spell. I think this might be
earlier we said Fen could blunt his arrows.
I didn't mean to. I rolled normal.
I have done that before.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I just want to make sure that we are doing as much damage as possible.
I rolled twice because I fucked up the first time.
You're fine. Your initial roll was a 20. Without the advantage was a 20, so we'll just go with that one. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell.
So I've got the Sprocket, Holly, Fen, Alu, Rolan ready to go. All right. Alu, you're up first.
All right. So I think that she'd take her cue, even though she's going first. She'd take her cue from Rolan, being like, we're just going to take them out. And so she's going to.
I don't care if we kill them. It's just a matter if anybody else had any issues with it.
Did we?
I don't.
Like,
we killed everything in that outpost we saw earlier.
Just like before we go ahead and attack this, like Flutter, Twinkle Toes over here, he's like not like upset with us for this, because if he is, I feel like she might attack him.
Are you saying if he is going to be upset, you're going to kill his coworkers?
Yeah.
I don't know that we want to kill them if we don't have to.
Yeah,
what about who's the most talkative? Can we send someone up to go talk to him first, and if it breaks bad, we can pop him?
That would be Holly.
That would be Holly.
Alu, give me an insight check on Flutterfoot.
Okay.
Like, he might just be fucking with us this entire time, letting us...
Yeah, you think that he would probably not react super positively to just, like, violence all of a sudden happening.
He's got real Peeves vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So I'll is probably going to recommend that we do send Holly into we'll start by, now we could just, like, put you in the middle. We've decided that we're going to kill these people, so why don't you take a look, and then if they do stuff, then we can kill them. We can all hold our reactions.
Let me make sure I understand. Everyone's going to hold an action, and then what, Holly Reese, what are you going to do? You're going to walk up to them?
Like, do her, like, looking into the camera?
I guess, yeah. But I don't fully know what I'm going to say.
Why don't we, as we're debating this plan of action, we're gonna, right before Holly Reese walks up, we're gonna call this an episode,
Okay.
and then we will see the results of this
Our
plan
decision.
on the next one.
Oh shit. Okay.
Gonna go great.
Probably a
Thanks
good
for
idea.
playing with
Awesome.
us, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.